I have such a I'm a bit stubborn in the sense of how I feel about the Dogs, right? So the last couple of years, there's obviously been massive improvements. I'm not going to deny that. And I've seen what we've been able to do, what we've been able to achieve in the last couple of years. Finishing 5th last year, 3rd this year, bowing out straight sets both years, has been hard for me to see as a supporter. I'm a little bit impatient too, Freddie. I've got to lie to you. I'm a bit impatient. I want to see success almost instantly, right? But I feel like there are so many aspects to this year that we crumbled a little bit. I'm personally not sold on Serraldo yet. And he sounds crazy because we were near the bottom, come to the top. How did you see the year pan out? What were some things that you took away from the year and thought, I'm so G'd for next year. I can't wait to see what next year brings. Because the way I looked at it as we kind of bowed out in straight sets and we made some changes where I didn't think we needed to make changes at that point. How did you see the year pan out?
Yeah, I'm really happy actually, to be honest. Call me crazy. I've been through the trenches, bro. I'm just happy we made top 4 and obviously I wanted some success, but I feel like the success would have been there if Critter didn't hurt himself against Melbourne. I feel like we just win that game if he doesn't get injured. And then we versus Penrith, and we needed Critter there, man. They were scoring all their points running through the side that he would have been on, and they knew how to exploit us. And I just feel like it's such a big ask for us to go and try and beat Penrith, even though we're at home and there's 70,000 people. We've got a 19-year-old 5'8", and the whole team's missing the captain, leader, and obviously the guy just shores up the entire side defensively. And we've just had to chop and change the roster more than just our 7, right?
Yep.
And I know we made the change mid-season for Toby Sexton, for Lachlan Galvin, and look, I was supporting it at the time, and part of me still totally understands why. I do think that there was so much pressure on Lockie, and I don't think the club anticipated that level of media attention. A lot of the fans were booing him, man. At one point, and I'm like, that'll be really tough to go through it. And I feel like if they knew that would happen, they would have just let Toby finish the season off. And I think Toby's a mad player, and I think he deserved to be able to finish the season. Even though I wasn't the biggest fan of Toby at 7, he was our best halfback. Right, as a pure 7, he was our best.
Agreed.
Now I do feel like we needed a bit of creativity because Matt isn't your typical ball playing, playmaking 6, right? So we needed someone that could play a really good pass, especially a long pass. This team, and you for sure notice it. This team loves to just go through the hands and not cut anyone out. Not throw any passes that have any real degree of difficulty at all. And the good teams found us out. No, they knew exactly what we were going to do, and it was whether or not they could stop it or not. And more often than not, they could. And I always felt like we needed that degree of unpredictability that Lockie brought, and I just felt like when they brought him in, it was this year it can make us better. Next year it will definitely make us better. And that I'm okay with living with. And it didn't work out too well. But me personally, even when we beat Canberra Raiders and we're on top of the world, I didn't think we were going to win the comp. I didn't think we were going to win the comp with the way the team's constructed. And because we don't have, I just felt like we needed either an elite 7 or an elite fullback to properly be able to beat teams like Penrith, teams like Brisbane in those big games. Because we just lack X factor. I think and I really like Serraldo. I know you said you're not sold on Serraldo, but the fundamentals of a good team is there. The fitness level, the defensive structure. The attack was obviously hot and cold at times this year, but the hardest thing to do is build that foundation. And Serraldo did that really quickly, and he was able to do what great coaches do, which is get players who are mediocre at other teams and undervalued at other teams, then bring them to your team and make them fit into the system, play above their pay grade, and contribute to the team, which is our levels out of more than what we're paying them. That's the Craig Bellamy way. Barely ever signs elite players, but brings players that are from bad teams or from good teams that are undervalued and realize their value. And I love Serraldo, and I don't think there's any real pressure on him. I know with us finishing top 4 last year, there's going to be weight of expectation this year. But overall, I think with some of the changes that we made, like I don't think, and with the rest of the league getting better, I don't think we will make the top 4 again next year.
Okay.
But I think we'll win. We'll make finals and win a game. That's for sure. And I feel like even though we lost to Manly, we were really good in that game.
Yeah.
And even though we lost to Melbourne, we were really good in that game.
Agreed.
And I just feel like it's not like we got, like the Penrith game, we were really bad, but it was understandable considering the circumstances. If anybody was questioning Critter being the best centre in the league and his impact on this team, because they look at the numbers, his tries are down, try assists are down, and they think, oh, maybe Herbie's better. And Herbie's amazing. And if somebody says he's better, I don't even argue because it's fair enough. But Critter's impact on this team is more than just what's on the stat sheet. And you saw the entire team look lethargic and lost without his leadership there, without his experience there. I'm telling you, he just brings a calming presence to this team when he plays. It's like night and day when you watch this team play with Critter there and without him.
Yeah, of course.
And we, had to make some changes in that Penrith game, like Bronson on the right side.
Yeah.
The last time he played right side, I was at the game, and Deloise Hoyter absolutely pumped us. And I'm like, what is he going to do against guys like Tungo? You know what I mean? Like guys like To'o. And it was all out of sync and the reason why it was all out of sync, the reason why we had to make these reshuffles is, in my opinion, is because we just grew too quickly. The rest of the roster we just don't have that level of depth there yet because we're still growing the roster as a whole, and we're waiting for these young kids that we've invested in to come off proper age where we can throw them in and if not feel rushed. And I just feel like in a couple of years it will all come together, and even though our spine might look different, we're going to be able to chop and change our spine and keep those core fundamentals there in our main squad and those core fundamentals there in our depth as well. And I really do believe in Serraldo, and I think he's done an amazing job, and I genuinely think he's one of the best coaches in the NRL.